Oh dear. I think I'm in the right place. Looking for the video. Oh, here we are. There we go. Oh, here, let's get there somewhere. Okay. Just going to share this in the retreat group because it's special retreat weekend. Hence why we're releasing our cats and dogs scrapbooking and paper crafting collection. So when we do a retreat, whether it's virtual or hybrid, which is in-store and online at the same time, or a week or two apart, we always release a paper collection. Hello, Karen. How are you? I was chatting with your daughter momentarily today. Oh, was she on the video? No, she wasn't on the video today. I was talking to her yesterday. Oops. It's hearing myself. Okay, let's put our program over there for our weekend. So it is Saturday night scrap along. Let's have a look at what we've done so far. So far this weekend, so this was class 1 in the virtual retreat group. Yes, we don't own a dog, never have owned a dog, and I did a dog page. Hello, Laura and Liz and Karen. Oh, that's okay. You were probably busy. Liz, sure you were busy. We will try and get you your templates to you tomorrow. We will get them to you tomorrow. So this is the pocket page we did, an interactive pocket page in the retreat group. Let's put that up here. Let's put these up here. And then last night we made this, and the kit for this layout is $7.95, but you just tell us if you want kitten or puppy on there. I'm going to put some baby photos of Missy when she was little. And this morning, so class 3 in the retreat group, Naomi John did this shaker card with the diamonds. So it's for a cat party. And then this afternoon, the surprise was a mixed media scrapbook layout with Naomi John. So she's used the exclusive stamps. Yes, we have a fire hydrant because Missy's a menace. That is her wrapped up in some blankets.
Did you read the journaling there?
After a long day of playing and messing around, Missy is asleep. Yes, Missy is a menace. Missy is a monster. And, she would, yeah. If we owned a dog and it had bones in the backyard, Missy would chew on them. Missy is a menace. So she thinks she's a chicken. She eats the chook food and she sleeps in the nest box. Then she wonders why the chickens get upset with her. Okay. So tonight we're doing a scrapbook page. I don't know what she's got on this.
Paint,
probably paint. So we're doing a scrapbook page. And I said to the girls this afternoon, I would probably use this Starific title. It is out and available. Oh, video's a bit funny. So there it is. I don't know why it's a bit funny. Shouldn't be. Hello, where was I up to? Hello, Deborah. Naomi John, she's over there. Hello, Mary and Pam and Marie and Tash and Jacqueline. Yes, they're awesome projects, aren't they, Deborah? And DC Creations on YouTube. Hello, and I think that is one of the Debbies. Or Deborah's. Or Deb. I'm pretty sure, I think. So the suggestion this afternoon on the Zoom was to use the star paper because I said I could use a starific word. What do we have to use with that? Oops, I've dropped stuff already. Oh well, it's gone. Whatever that was is gone. Got a piece of white. spent. Some black, maybe. Some green. There's a full suit of yellow. Wood. Maybe I shouldn't use it. This blue. A bit more white. Green. Oh, there's a bit of yellow there. Okay. Okay. Just, you know, bear with me. A bit of white's been through the ringer. Right. I do like this green. I do. I definitely do like this green. If we did something. Simple but effective. That's what we want to do. Hi, Michelle and Beck. Wow, I was just watching the weekly roundup and it came up. You were live, so I'm here. Hey, Cheryl. Hello, Di. Hello, Margaret. That or to put the blue in. Blue or where are those kids?
Directly behind.
Green. Green or blue? Jeez, they're obnoxious. My children are obnoxious too, just so you all know. Some of my children are beyond obnoxious, or our children. Remembering what I always say is you get what you breed with, and you know what? I kind of got what I deserved. I don't think I was a bad person in a former life, but I definitely should have known that the kids would turn out like their father. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, we could put a bit of that. Maybe. Maybe not. I've got this peachy coloured bits and pieces. Oh, there's a tab.
sure this is
I did cut the mouse out because the back of this star paper is mouses. We could do a bit of a birthday layout, couldn't we? Right. But instead of like that, what if we used like that colour? It's an interesting colour. I don't know what you'd call it. It's a very 80s, late 80s, early 90s modern romantic lipstick colour. Sorry. Showing my age there. You know, as we sometimes do. Oh, man. Look at this green. How many more green? Oh, I have a candle. Or a yellow bow. Maybe not.
He says so pretty, and Dale says from Lisa, and then Beck says I was going to say showing your age.
Showing my age, yes. It is a lipstick colour. I will admit I have owned that colour lipstick in the past. You know, here's what it is. Have to be careful with lipstick. I actually think that's actually the colour lipstick I still use. I use like a lip gloss type lipstick from Clinique. It's called Whole Lot of Honey, and it's it is that colour, I think. Thinking about it, if I want to think hard enough. And it is mostly because my skin picks up any pink pigment in a lipstick and makes it hot pink, whether it's pink or brown. Rightio. So what if we do a bit of a birthday layout? I didn't get the yellow bow. And we will... Do we have any black linen cardstock in stock, Naomi John?
Black linen.
Yeah. So did I ask about Tannum having chips and beach? Oh, that sounds lovely, though. I was going to say, yeah. So pretty. Hello, D. Creative Design Board. Yes, I should have got that out already, shouldn't I? I definitely should have. That's a bit slack of me. Did I already ask about embossing powder? No.
No, 1 minute. Black linen. What's it called?
Obsidian.
Thank you, because I've typed in black linen. I'm going to be your favor.
Yeah, you are.
Obsidian. We've got 18 big flashes. Yes.
Cool. We can use a piece of black linen.
Got that one. And then the embossing powder. You want to know what colour you can use?
No. I'm going to use white, I think, because I've got white. White's the only colour I own that we've got in stock. I know that. Yes. So what does anyone want me to? Quentin said I should show you guys. I can't remember if I've already said this. How to use, because he's had a few requests on how to colour chipboard with embossing powder. So somehow do this. Something like that. I think. So what if we build our background? Naomi, actually, can you get me out of my handbag? I've got a little embossing ink pad in my handbag that I bought today. Yeah, it's in my room. Rightio. So we're going to do some embossing. So you need something to do to add. So you've got a piece of chipboard. So what you need is you need something sticky to apply to the chipboard so that then the embossing powder clings to the sticky thing. Okay? So we need to make the embossing powder sticky so that the need to make the chipboard sticky so the embossing powder sticks. Now you could use glue, but glue's not really reliable because it dries and also it then bubbles up and gets a bit naff and weird. Embossing powder is essentially fine plastic. Let's just bring it down right down to the simple terms. It's fine plastic particles. So what we're trying to do is we're going to heat up those plastic particles, that little fine sand. It's kind of like sand or a little finer than sand. It's like a powder, but not a powder like talcum powder thin. But we're going to try and get that sand, that fine sand, and we're going to melt it back into one thing. We're going to melt it back into a continuous piece of like plastic. So here we go. There's a much used instruction sheet, itinerary. It's got photo instructions on it. So you could get where is my tray? Oh, it's not sitting where it should be. So you can get one of those funnel tray things we sell. They have little ones from Couture. They're bright blue. They're like this color blue. And you sit it in there to put the powder on. I'm going to make a funnel out of a piece of typey paper because I've got a bit lying around. Secrets to embossing. The thing you're going to apply your ink onto is pretty clean. So we don't want to pick up ink and wreck our ink pad. Once you've used, this is a Tim Holtz Distress Embossing ink. It's not distressed, like it doesn't do a distressed effect. It is just an embossing ink pad, right? It's just plain embossing ink. So it's sticky, stays wet for longer and is sticky, or for a long time, and it's sticky. So once you've used it on chipboard, it's a chipboard embossing ink pad. It's not use it on a title cut, a white title cut, and expect it to be perfectly clean, because you're going to pick up some of the burnt bits around the edge, because the whole point, we don't have a lot of carbon dust on our chipboard. We have next to none, but it's still cut with a laser machine, and it's cut out with a high-powered laser, which is burning a hole in the chipboard to cut it. So once you've used it for chipboard, it belongs with chipboard. Okay. Don't try and apply your embossing powder in the same location as you put your ink, because otherwise you're going to get embossing powder all over this location here. So what you want to do is you want to put your ink on somewhere, and then you want to move your piece to somewhere else that's dry and clean, and then we're going to apply our embossing powder, and best to apply it on our funnely thing. Does it help? Quite a bit. I love the finish. Yep, love it. Hello, Karen. How are you? Have some glow-in-the-dark embossing powder that would be great on chipboard. Yes, it definitely would. So, Margaret, glow-in-the-dark chipboard, glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, you would probably have to put a colour underneath it. So, paint underneath it first because it can be a little transparent. It's not opaque. Or do a test run on just a cruddy bit of chipboard that's left from some packaging or something. So, let's start with our Starific. So we're applying our embossing ink, and I'm going to say the new generation of these, we do have the re-inkers for these. The new generation of the little embossing ink pads is not very high, but it's high enough. Okay, I can see that that is damp all over. So you can see how it's quite damp. This is dry and this is damp. So I'm going to sit it here, put the lid on that little baby, and if you store it upside down, it will last longer. But they don't last forever because the foam does go off with the embossing ink on it. The embossing ink solution on it. So we want to put a fair bit on. Yep. And we're not going to pick this up with our fingers, just in case we've got some of that on our fingers. Now I've got my messy mat down, ready to heat on, because I don't want to, don't know how this desk is going to take being heated. Shake it off a little, put it over here. So we're going to start our heat tool away just a little bit. So we want to get it warmed up. Don't touch it when it's on, running here. We want to get it warmed up just a little bit so that when it goes near our piece we're embossing, it actually is warm and it heats it straight away. But before we do that, I find it's really better to funnel that back in. And just move this out of the way, because this is heat sensitive. Hello, Joanne. Just home from holidays and ready to unpack all the goodies. Yep, Joanne had been shopping at the shop. So we're going to heat it a little, get it a little warm, so that it's sort of not going in with a blast of cold air. We're going in with warm air straight up. So it's sort of warm now. And I just want to stop it from moving too far. And notice how I'm moving from side to side and I'm moving up and down. You can overcook embossing powder and then it won't be glossy, it'll just be dull. So you just have to be a little careful not to overheat it and cook it, because it does look yucky when you cook it. Because when it goes, so it's starting to go, let me get something to pick it up. I'm going to show you. Oh, it's a kitified palette knife. It's had the Royal Redshaw art treatment. So you can shiver me blasted timbers. You can see it's starting to melt. See here, it's starting to melt here already. Okay. So we'll start with some dimples in it and then it'll all melt together. These tweezers are really, really hot now. So when I flipped it over, I kind of knocked a little piece off. Now, if you stick your finger in that, it's molten, it's hot, and it will burn and it will hurt. Ava is now sitting with me and she wants to say hi. Hello, Ava. How are you? So it's pretty cool, but it's not perfect. Okay, because I flipped it over, but this is what happens. So we're going to prep to do our second coat. You won't need to do this with a lot of colours, but some you will. Okay, so right over here, away, we're going to prep this. So it's over there. One thing I don't like about embossing powder is I end up with embossing powder everywhere, no matter how awesome I am at being organised. So now we're going to heat this up. So we're going to give it a bit of a heat, and we're going to make this sort of molten again. Smelling a little bit naff. We'll pick it up with our tweezers. And we're just going to quickly pile on embossing powder. Just going to let it cool a bit. So this jar will last forever. It's very well, thank you. She had her dance concert today. Awesome. Ours is in October. That's okay, Margaret. Oh, crap. That happens. So then let's put this away. When a jar is brand new and you're only using a tiny bit of it, it does feel like it's not going to fit back in. Yeah. So any of this embossing powder that melts on our messy mat is going to be okay, because what happens is it can just peel off. You just scrape it off. Oh, I should have. It's already heated up. So because it's already warm, that second coat melts a whole lot quicker. Sit that in there. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Start-rific. Okay. Let's do our solid. So let's not put this where, so we've got little crumbs everywhere. Let's just get rid of them. So let's not get our ink everywhere. We're just going to ink in the same place, which I've just wiped my hand across it. So we're going to put our ink on. So this is a nice big solid piece. So if you were going to sort of stamp into it while it was hot and molten with a red rubber stamp is the best thing for that. I would say two layers of embossing powder gives you a much nicer effect. Or use a chunky, but then chunky's a little bit, can be a little bit difficult. So let's slide across and try and find our piece. And let's just, so we really are going to have to use our fingers this time, because our tweezers are not wide enough not to damage the top. Let's see how we go. Got warm. Try and hold it so you can see. Oh, there we go. So one layer. I should have cleaned that up, I know, but so see, one layer, it's got a little bit of dimpling in it. It's quite nice. But let's put a second one on. Let's pop this away. Whoops a daisies. You always end up with crumbs in place, you know, all over the place. I think in 2020 we did a bit about embossing powder. Actually, I know we did. Let's put this over here ready to go. Let's heat this up. Get it quite molten. Oops, see, I've made a mark in it. Leave it to cool a minute. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, Marie. Let's find where we are. I just want to get out of that little hole. There you go. I don't want to fill the hole. Just going to shake this over my bin. Just dust it all off over the bin. Shake it off. It's got a little bit of a ripple to it, but that's okay. I like it. Oh, I had a bit of a lumpy bit on it. I could have heated a bit more, but it's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind the imperfections. Let's actually give it a little bit more. Okay. Just got to be careful not to overheat. Yeah, see, I had a lump. I should have actually pushed it down. Okay, let's, geez, turned it on. Oopsie. Let's make sure that that end of that's not touching any cords. Nana John, could I have a wipe, please, out of the dining room? The canister in the dining room. I'm going to put this in my bin. And there's always crumbs because the heat tool blows some of the little crumbs away. That's why we heat it to start with. The crumbs drive me nuts. Let's put this baby so down in here. Thank you. So I am going to clean up the sticky stuff. And some of the embossing paper. Some of the excess. This is the cleaner side of my messy mat. Yep. You got to remember I share my space sometimes with my friend. Actually, some of that's me. Most of that's me. Rightio. Let's make our background. So let's get a piece of paper number 2 with the stars, and we're going to cut it at 12 inches. And I just feel like there's crumbs of embossing powder on everything now. I'm just going to feel like that. It just drives me nuts. Then we've got this piece. And we're going to cut it to, and it's a part piece. We're going to cut it to 6 1/4 inches. So you'll get 2 sheets. If you're doing the virtual retreat, you've already got your 2 sheets.
So we got a 6 1/4 by 12-inch piece, and then what was the first one?
A 12 by 12. If you're doing the virtual retreat, you've got all the pieces.
And is that a piece of paper too again?
Yep, both paper 2. But if you're buying the kit because you didn't do the virtual retreat, you will get 2 sheets of paper 2. And then we're going to cut 2 1-inch pieces of the black. And then we're going to cut. So you'll get in the kit, you'll get like a, well, we'll see how much you need. So this is paper 1, and we're going to cut 2 1-inch strips of it. So we're going to do like this kind of thing, but we're going to do like a bit of black and then a bit of, so it looks like we're using all these pieces of paper, or that we've inlaid these in. We're going to be rather sneaky about how we do it. So with these 4 bits, let's tear a little bit off the long edge of all 4. So I'm going to put my creative ruler along it. I'm going to tear just over 1/4 inch just so it's easy. But I'm going to keep that bit I tear off. I'm going to tear it, because we've done our tab and our Starific in white embossing powder. I'm going to happily have the white showing. And I'm just moving my fingers along, grabbing and tearing, and just pulling it up with this finger. And then holding it in place with my thumb. Your thumb will probably be like that. Yours won't be bent back like mine. Okay, that's 1. And 2. I'm going to keep these bits. And then let's do the same with our 2 black pieces. And I'm going to keep them as well. So the front of the house, we can hear the football party. The back of the house, it's the neighbour's party. Is what it is. That one. And last one. So this is the cats and dogs paper one. This is paper 2, which in the back has got all of the cat themed fussy cuts. Not pictures of actual cats, because there's so many cat breeds. They'll be in colour cuts. Some colour cuts coming tomorrow, but there's more. There'll be more. I only have so much time in the day, because I haven't worked out how to get an extra 14 hours a day. Just got home from work, now relaxing, watching. Oh, that's a long day, Karen. Oh, you would have been working at the races today. Hello, Faina, how are you? So I've got a bit of a sticky outfit there. There we go.
How many of those tag things are you using? Just one?
One. Okay, let's put that away. So we're going to sort of stick it together like that. And then that. And the reason why we're using this like lipsticky colour is that it then works in with these sort of peachy pink tones. Rightio. What do we think? It's going to be a good optical illusion. Okay, so let's stick all this together on the tape. So on the back of this 6 1/4 inch wide piece, on the long edges, we're going to put some tape. Or you could use glue if you use glue. Let's do both sides at the same time.
Marie says there's never enough hours in the day. And
Nope.
Karen says yes, I was carnival.
Carnival time. Yep. Thought so. Okay, so interesting concept. One I've torn on the linen side and one I've torn on the other side. They're the same colour. Yeah. So one of them's showing the linen side and one of them showing the smooth side. So look at that. I am completely and utterly fallible. I am about as far from perfect as you can get, peoples. Okay, let's put our tape on again. And yes, we are going to cut a hole in that background page because waste not, want not. You know, you just can't waste a whole heap paper because you don't want to cut a hole in a page. We put tape on that. Deary me. So I'm trying to have the even part all at one end. So this is the uneven bit that doesn't meet at this end and this end, and then it starts off nice and even at this end. Rightio. So let's put that there. So this one, this is actually running this way and this is running this way. And that's okay. I'm not minding that. Let's do that way. That's nice and bright up there. It's a bit darker down here and down here. Okay. So we're going to put tape along the two long edges and along the top and bottom. Then I'm going to work out how far in we're coming. About an inch. I think about an inch in like that on the edge. Like that. And what we'll do is we'll stick it along here nice and straight like that. So I like it there. It's about an inch in. So I'm going to lift this up. I'm actually going to stick this bottom edge. Yeah, nice and straight. I'm really happy with that. And then I'm going to come along. I'm going to roll this over. I'm going to get my pencil and I'm going to go, okay, so I can cut there and there. I'm coming in about ½ an inch. And then I'm going to come up to about an inch. Up to there. And you all know me well enough to know that this bit I'm hacking out, we could use that in class tomorrow because we have still got 2 classes to go tomorrow for a retreat. So we're coming in top and bottom because it's, you could stick a strip, a strip, a strip, a strip, a strip, a strip, a strip. But when you build out a page, usually when I do that, they end up crooked. I've actually made some really seriously crooked creations because I've stuck, you know, 4 or 5 strips together and then, oh, bossing powder. So my scissors. And then when I suck them together, no matter how hard I try, they're twisted. Yeah. That pretty dark. So let's trim it up nice and neat. And let's make sure this is nice and neat all the way across. Sometimes I do just trim a tiny bit off just so I can get it so I feel that it's neat. It's all about being in the right headspace. I like the illusion it creates. Look at that. And then we're going to put our tab here, which is nice and dry now. Got some crumbs on the back of it. Oops. And Starific. It's going to go down here. Okay. Universal symbol for scissors. Let's quickly. Yeah, I didn't do all my fussy cutting ahead of time. See, this gives you a chance to catch up.
What piece of paper does those fussy cuts come from?
Paper 5. So what I've specifically done, this is a cats and dogs collection, right? I started saying this before I got sidetracked. But what I'm doing on Friday and Saturday night is I'm really trying to show you good uses of the 2 papers that, well, 2 of the papers. Actually, this is a 3rd one. This lipstick colour one. That don't seem to go with the collection. Like why they're there. So last night we used paper number 6 with the lemon timber, which I love, which most people I think love, and the flowers. And tonight we're using the glitter stars, which I've been questioned about, and we should go with the purple cat stuff, and the birthday stuff, which I think it was a good excuse to get some birthday products out there. I just, Pam's dogs, Daisy and Scruffy, go to that many birthdays. She needed a piece of paper to scrapbook all the puppy birthdays. Okay. What's that?
Oh, Dad's computer's just crashed on me.
Oh no.
You guys are currently without a scrub for about 5
Never
seconds.
enough hours in that. I'm not constructing tonight, but yes, definitely need these times to catch up. Yep. Can't say it's exactly why I don't fussy cut. I just don't get there, Cheryl, but it does give you time. Hello, Ree. How are you? Hey, Ree. Now you're right for the in-store retreat last weekend in October. And was anyone else meant to be coming with you from down your way? Because no one else is booked in from down there. I thought someone else was meant to be coming with you. Or is it just you? Liz and Karen are going to be there, so exciting. And Dee's coming up. Sorbellos are actually having a holiday up here, which is awesome. Checking out Gladdy. Okay. I think Paul will just fish the whole time he's here because I'm pretty sure that's what he loves to do. Leslie, not sure till last. Oh, okay. Well, she's going to have to let us know like in the next week, Ree, because we're packing kits. We're packing kits from next week. If you have forgotten to book into the Magical Memories hybrid retreat, you do need to let us know because, yes, we are packing kits from next week. I know bookings closed ages ago, but people that regularly book retreats, we do try and be a little lenient where we can. So the virtual part of Magical Memories is moving by 2 weeks, but we're gonna start that group and get that the in-store part. We've already got a messenger group. We've been chatting for months and months in there. But yes, we will, as soon as Monday or Tuesday comes, we will start the Magical Memories retreat group. As shocking as that is. It does have to move because I made a bit of an oopsie. What was that?
Wind.
Oh. Just seemed very targeted. Yeah. I thought I had more time, but now something else has come up as well. See what happens when I get so organised. So cats and dogs we sent way early. So early some people forgot that they were doing it. Okay. I like that. I like that sitting there like that. What do you think of that? We are so looking forward to our holiday in Gladstone. Yes. Also, they're going on a boat fishing. Are you going to do the harbour cruise? See all the industry? Might even be able to see some of Naomi, John and Noah's artwork at the art gallery if they get their bottoms into gear.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
She's doing hers tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to get mine done. I don't even have a plan. Because the Martin Hanson it'll be up still. I bet you that weekend's the opening night. Can you just check the date of the opening night, Naomi?
Sure thing. It's up, not Quentin.
I nearly said Quentin. I corrected myself.
They're bringing their boat.
Well, they're bringing their boat. They just got to remember the rules in the harbour. Because it is
boats go first.
Yep, it is a big working harbour. Luca's going to love it.
So it's the 3rd to the 7th that the submissions are open. The expedition opens on the 21st of October, Saturday. Official opening and awards is the 21st of October.
Yep, we've got to retreat then.
That's okay.
We won't win award. You never know. No, we might.
It's in there until January.
Okay. They're going to love it. Luca's going to love, hanging out in a working harbour.
Yes, I'll make sure Paul has his research on local.
Yep. Yep.
There are a few, but the main one is there's just big boats.
Big boats come first. And don't get in the shipping lane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you actually cross the shipping lane to go out to Southend and that sort of stuff, and to go to some of the fishing spots. You do cross.
Just, as long as you don't stay in there too long.
Yeah.
As Sharon O'Connell said, I have been into the art gallery in Gladstone, so impressed with the layout of the gallery and the work presented.
Yeah.
Collection in town.
It's pretty cool. Because it's the old town hall. The art gallery. I remember going there to watch my cousin's ballet recital when I was little. When it was the town hall. So I'm just, cutting the fluffy stuff on the party hats. Squiggly. It's just, it's very random. Let's do the gift next. Let's do the easy stuff first. I always pick the easy things first. I'm a bit of a cheater like that. Oh, edited that bit. Quentin and Noah are out door dashing. Noah up some more hours. Because we haven't done any long trips and we're very strict on the cheating on the hours with the driving, getting the 100 hours. We are really strict on, there's no cheating. Yes, it takes a bit to get the 100 hours if you don't do long trips and you don't cheat. We know plenty of people who cheated on it and it's not worth it because the kids have accidents and then they wonder why. It's the wrong message to send to a teenager too. Okay. I do need new glasses. I'm going to admit that freely. I think Monday I need to ring the optometrist. I keep forgetting. I keep remembering when I'm at home and they're closed. Don't you laugh? You've got to go too. I should make us both appointments on the same day.
Are you going to pay for that?
No.
What's the service says?
We'll see what the dentist says on Monday.
That's that appointment's not until mid-October.
Oh. So, not this Monday coming, but the following Monday, the store will actually be closed. You'll still be able to shop online. So, because of the Monarch's birthday observance the next week, we will be closed 2 Mondays in a row. But that Monday, the second Monday, the school holidays, we're actually going to Rockhampton for the day. I'm not invited to the wreckers. The boys are hitting the wreckers for some car parts. Some rare car parts that they need. And I don't know what the girls and I are going to do. I do have to, if I can't get them in town here, I do have to get a pair of new ballet shoes for Amelia. At least with the girls, they don't go through dance shoes as quick as what boys do. Milton used to go through tap shoes very quickly because it was a boy, and boys grow. Okay, I'm nearly there. So I leave a tiny bit of white around the wick bit. Oh, I nearly cut it off. I cut the candle off a cake I cut the flame off the cake the other day, yesterday.
Karen actually said I had so much fun cutting the fluffy stuff too. And Karen L says I may have bought a few sheets of that paperific.
Yep.
Deborah says doesn't do the kids any favors cutting the hours. No.
Yep. No. Does them no favors because they have accidents and then they don't understand why. The whole point of the 100 hours is so that they learn how to be a good driver.
And Cheryl M says my last one got in for his driver's license just before the 100 hours came in. But then we had acreage, so between Ryder on the mowers and driving things around the yard, they could all drive anyway.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
don't know if we're going to see that. It needs something. Okay. Needs fake photos to start with. A black piece going here. Okay, I'm just going to... Okay. Let's do 2 photos that are... And this is an old size that are 4 inches by 5 inches. This is actually an old size. This is an 80s size. I think this is what we had back in the 80s. This is not the card in your kit.
How many of those are in?
Is that white stuff coming off?
How many?
2. So then let's do 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. From our lipstick paper. Where'd the other piece of white be?
Why are we using the liner?
Okay, I'm going to try something. It might not work. I'll read instructions after, just in case my idea is an epic fail. Could be an epic fail. I'm contemplating cutting some stars. So I'm going to do like 2 2s, tracing on the back, obviously. So, I don't know what my family are preparing for. They're preparing for some devastating world event because we have like 12 rolls of toilet paper in the toilet roll holder next to the toilet, all piled up the wall. Yeah. Don't know what's going on there. I think someone might have cracked up about having to yell for toilet paper because no one ever refills it other than Dad and I. I'm pretty sure either Noah or Quentin is responsible because they both were grinning like Cheshire cats. But yes, it's quite an interesting concept. It was a bit off-putting when I walked into the toilet before class and there's this massive big tower of toilet rolls, which I think Missy, as a non-reformed toilet paper ripper-upper machine, because you can come home if you don't put the toilet rolls away in the laundry properly, you will come home and we will walk in the house and it will be full of toilet paper snow. So, yes, and she is not reformed from that behaviour with age. She definitely still has that awful kitten trait. So, yeah, I don't know what the preparation is for, but definitely preparing for something. The great tower of toilet paper. Yep. And you know what my concern is, Dee? That they're going to use the paper in record time. Jeez, use some toilet paper around here. Upgoing Punami. Yep. Yep.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Naomi suggested a Punami, but see, the only person in our creative family that we all know who has to deal with Punamis is Jen and that little dog that belongs to her husband and son. He's been, and just an update, he has been eating his mattress lately. He has taken to eating mattresses. He has graduated from houseplants. Jen's husband's puppy. I think they should have called him Ralph, Rotten Ralph. Sorry to anyone called Ralph or has got a relative called Ralph. It's to be a cat on TV called Rotten Ralph. Milton thought Rotten Ralph was great because he was rotten. They're preparing for a Punami. Yep. 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 Moxie thinks you're still a kitten at times, even though she's. Yep. Yeah. Exactly it. Missy still tries to get into places she got when she was a kitten, and sometimes she gets very stuck. And you'll see the back legs and the tail hanging out and hear her crying for someone to help her get her head and front half out of the place where she has got stuck.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. But she does have a brain injury. She has an acquired brain injury. She does. So she is kind of almost excused.
What?
Almost.
No, that's almost excused. She is not excused. I had to get her out of the patchwork, the fabric cupboard this week.
Yes, she did get into the fabric
It took
cupboard.
both Noah and I, and all the coordination we could muster.
She must have outstayed a welcome in the chicken house lately, or in the last day or so, because this morning when she headed out the door towards the chicken house, one of the chickens pecked her on the bottom and told her she wasn't allowed in the chicken house. So she must have been annoying them in there, eating their food, because she eats their food and she sleeps in the nest box. And she is a cat, by the way, not a chicken. I don't know if this is going to work. I just feel it needs some white. We have a cat. Oh no, Dee. We've got 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. Jacqueline, sorry. 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. Oh, hello, Mel from Tassie. Sorry, Mel, I missed your comment. My scribe thought she'd be able to do a stage backdrop, digital stage backdrop in a day and a half between work and teaching classes. And she's worked out all she can do is a synopsis of said digital theatre backdrop.
Which is very hard to make.
Don't ask. It's another it's an unpaid position.
Hold up. How many? So we got 2 2-inches.
Yep, a 3 and a 4.
2 2-inch stars. 1 3-inch star and 1 4-inch star.
See, the white doesn't really match the embossing powder, does it? That's okay.
Am I doing the instruction? What are we using for this too?
What? We had some white scraps.
Oh, it's like smooth? Is my question?
Yeah, it's like a third of a sheet.
One of my dogs ate cat poo. Oh, chicken poo. Oh.
And chicken poo. Yep. Oh, wow.
So you reckon they could get it out of a third of a sheet of white?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you ready to hear what you've got on the kit? Or are you still going? Actually, you're still going, don't worry.
I don't know. Let's cut the middle out of the photo mats while I'm thinking. Let's cut the middle out of these photo mats. Just going to try something. See, I know it needs white. I know it needs something to... Oh, gosh. I'm nearly at the hour and a half mark. I know I shouldn't watch the clock. I shouldn't stress about the time. Let's cut the middle out of this photo mat. We might not use the 4 yet. Cut that out with a little border. We probably only need a third of a sheet of black.
Yeah, that's what I've got there. And I've got a full sheet of white, I've got 2 sheets of 2, and I've got a full sheet of 5.
Full sheet of white.
No, a third.
Oh, third. Right. Okay. Got a dodgy bit in the corner there.
Mel says I love it. Jacqueline says thanks.
It's coming up really nice.
Just tell me when you're ready for me to take the photo of the page before we start this video. I think we're close to it. Are you going to do that to all the stars or just a few?
Yeah, I'm only using, I think, these 3.
Okay.
The 3, and the 2 2s. The 3 and the 2 2s. I don't think I'm going to use the 4. And I'm using the middle out of my paper number, out of my photo mats. Do you think it looks okay with the white?
It looks amazing, Mom.
Well, she didn't say it needed white paint.
Someone's replaced me.
What's that? Someone's replaced you. Who are you and what have you done with my daughter?
Well, let's see, the fun fact is here.
Now, I did say I was going to try and do a double page tomorrow morning, but you know the interesting thing is, I don't think I have enough full sheets to do a double page tomorrow morning. But maybe we could do Frankenstein's double page and build a double page out of something. Because we, which is the bit, this is the one that's sort of missing a piece. Kind of goes like that. Sort of like that. What do we think? Are we thinking it's done? I'm thinking it might be. Let's write on our photos. So this one was a 5" by 4" fakie photo. And this was not the black from your kit. See, I have learned a long time ago not to. So when people say, oh, yep, it's okay for my kids to be, you know, on your business page and, yeah, I have learned even with relatives that sometimes they change their mind. And you can't, some photos pictures you just can't get back off the internet. So if you search Chanel College prom, you will still come up with pictures of Naomi John's prom of Naomi John from 2018.
That must have been fantastic.
Are there ones with your glasses on?
No, it's the ones without my glasses, so you won't be able to tell it's me.
It's purple.
Girly, yeah.
Okay.
Jacqueline's suggesting sequins for party mode.
I could do sequins. Let's do some chippy strips. So chippy strips are 1 millimeter high white chipboard. We cut them, we sell them in packs. It's like, it's a foam tape alternative. It's very environmentally friendly.
Oh dear, I thought I was poop, not poop.
Yeah, the white stars give it a lift, don't they? Definitely ordering this kit. What was that? Saw poop, not pop. Too much talking punanas. Yep.
Okay. Could you possibly flip it over when you're ready?
Yep, just give me a second. Holy dooly.
Well, you know.
She's rushing me. But she probably should have rushed me like an hour ago.
I let you create your heart's
Fluff
content.
around and yabble on. Some people don't like the waffle.
What? For letting you waffle? You're excellent at it. You enjoy it. Well, I think you enjoy it.
Well, I gotta talk, otherwise I'm sitting here in silence.
I hope you
I
enjoy
don't want
it.
to sit in silence, and there's only so much you can say. I'm sticking this here because sometimes I'm just snipping.
Snip, 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 snip.
You could definitely write little things on the stars. I think they'd make little, lovely little gelling
like
spots.
details, like this is where I had to clean up this. This is when I had to clean up that.
This is when Naomi John choked on the chip and we had to borrow a dress out of someone else's car.
Okay. Not my finest hour.
Nope.
Realistically, it wasn't even an hour. It was about 30 seconds of life.
Mm-hmm. Naomi John has choke reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Very good choke reflex.
The dentist is very thankful that they no longer do those moles.
Yep. You might be the reason why.
Oh, someone want to admit that one?
Do you need the lights on?
No, it'll reflect on the board.
Right.
I've got amazing editing skills.
I'm getting tired. I think we're both getting really tired, Jacqueline. Okay. So I'm going to put the candle on chippy strip. I'm going to do some.
Add sequins or not?
I don't think I am. I think the sequin background might just be busy enough for me.
Gotcha.
I think this is a different colour scheme for me too.
It's not your usual. You're quite comfortable in the teals and yellows.
I don't even think I like yellow.
Well, you use a lot of teal.
I do use a lot of teal. I'm not a green fan, and I use a lot of green.
I don't know that.
This little party hat, and that cake, and the candle, and then we'll put this star up here. And this star here, we'll put it on chippy strip, but part of it will be down and part of it will be up. So part of it will be under the photo and part of it will be not. Okay. So let's do the sticking together business. First things first, let's stick this tab on. It is not smooth completely. Let's do this.
Marisa's found this page. Okay, says yes. I was just about to say that about green. I don't like green except in little bits. I'm a purple person.
But I do understand I need to create in a lot of different colours, and I do have to create in different styles because it's not just about me. So when you teach something, you can't just be about what you want. So let's turn the page upside down. to stick on our photographs. And we're going to kind of eyeball center. That's a very technical terminology there, eyeball center. So we're going to do an even border, eyeball an even border on the sides and the top, kind of. When we get down to the next one, we'll make the gap between the same amount. We're just gonna, the background is so busy and we've got lots of stuff going on this page. Even though it's simple, we still have a lot going on. So we need to have some things nice and straight to be nice and calm. You need to, and if our photos are the calm place, like the calm, peaceful place in the whole visual makeup of the layout, what that means is that the photos are going to be the star of the show.
Okay, so are you ready to hear what we've got in the kit?
Yep.
So we've got 2 pieces of paper 2 from Cats and Dogs, 1 of 1 and 1 of 5 from Cats and Dogs. We've got a third of the sheet of obsidian. We've got a third of the sheet of grange. We've got the white tag chipboard, and we've got the Starific chipboard. And altogether that equals $10.88 if you don't add sequins, which I'm probably not. Are you?
Probably not.
Okay.
So why don't we do $10.75.
$10.75. Easy enough. See.
We're going to make this one go sort of almost straight up and down. Not perfectly, but almost straight up and down.
Has to go.
Awesome. Sleep well, Cheryl. And yeah. Hopefully you get to create all weekend. I know it's not always possible. So we're going to stick our gift flat here. And I'm going to have it up so you see none of the purple through the bow. Going to put our cake down here. And then we're just going to lift it slightly just to sit. Party hat there with just the streamers touching the top of the bottom of the photo mat. Sorry I turned the lights on and off. You don't want the glare. I forgot to turn them off before, didn't I? I'm going to stick that sort of on the photo mat there. Oh, there it is there. Nearly didn't see it. So our Starific is really thin. So we're going to put some glue on the back of our Starific. And then we're going to find something to pat it against just to get some of the excess glue off. Because we don't want glue ooze. So I have a spot over here on my rig where I pat my titles down to get the excess off. There we go.
Oh shoot, wrong person. Don't accept.
Yeah.
I'm trying to transfer the photos so I get, a better quality so that Instagram accepts it this time around.
And then our little party hat over here. I like it. So our journaling. Yep, I know it's a dirty word. I know people hate the word journaling, but you could put sequins on here, but I just think it might be a little much. So let's write a little bit of stuff up here in black. So black journaling, because we've got a little tiny bit of black down here. I know we don't have much black anywhere else, but this looks black in the stitching around here. So let's play off this black strip here and use black to write some information here and some information here. And also the cake makes a really good journaling spot, like to write some info onto our cake as well with our black, like with your black juice up pen, because it doesn't bleed. It goes really quick. There we go. But yeah, journaling. I think by the time you write something on your stars and your cake, it'll really look nice. And you could like put the number like out of the purple or the black, cut the number, like if it's a 5th birthday, like die cut it, or use like, you know, like our letter stickers, like what are our letter stickers? Right here now. Like our letter stickers, like put the number up here, like a, you know, say it was number 6. You could put like a number 6 up here somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So, these are Kmart campaigns. I keep myself in. Yeah, you could do that. Like, I think a little bit of your black for a number up on here would look really nice. Or put your number on one of these. Or on this one. A bigger number here. Or initial. But yeah, by the time you get your journaling on here in black, I think it's going to really make it pop. Let me just have a look. Thank you, Di and Jacqueline. Thank you, Ree and Dee and Marie. Thank you, Deborah and Mary. So there we go. I'll show you the close-up so you can save them, like screenshot them on your device. And then we've got like those 2 stars like that. And then down here we've got that portion. And then we've got this bit across here. And yeah, I know this hat doesn't show, like some things don't show up as much, but it's not about these things. It's about the photos. It's really, truly all about the photos. Thank you, Margaret. So thank you all for coming along and watching the class. Thank you for taking the time to spend it with us, like spending the time with us, your precious time. And if you're doing the virtual retreat, we will see you tomorrow. What time will we see you? We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for a class. And then at 1 o'clock for class and 5 o'clock for Zoom. I don't know what we're doing at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It says surprise. So it'll be a surprise for all of us. And if you're not doing the virtual retreat, the Cats and Dogs virtual retreat, we might see you on Monday. We've got something sort of a little planned for Monday. So we might see you all on Monday. But yeah, so we'll see you then. Thank you, Marie, and thank you for coming along. So take care, stay safe, love yous all, and we will see you soon. We really, truly appreciate you too, spending your time with us and being such wonderful parts of our creative family. So thank you all. Take care, stay safe, love yous.